Hi, welcome back to the Spirit's Path. Today's card is the Knight of Stones, and the Knight of Stones is a court card. And the way I like to explain the court cards when I'm doing a reading is the Knights are kind of like a dual card. All right, they're either kind of like go back to medieval lore. Knights were either fighters; they were always thrown out into the skirmishes first, or they would take it on as one-on-one on jousts or whatnot to represent the king's court or the baron's court or whatever. But for the most part, they were also negotiators. They were sent by the king to go out and negotiate with the opposing armies, with and they would send out a knight, and the pages would go out with them because the pages had all the different armors and things to help the knight out. But when the knight was going out on his own, all right, he would negotiate those new offers between kings. Within the tarot, knights are also about making an offer or finding an offer or having an offer coming at you. I also like to look at knights as, this is an opportunity of going on that next quest. All right, and we've already started off with the Ace of Arrows, which is a new beginning, and then you're clearing things out with the Seven of Bows, and yeah, you're going to end up with some frustration along the way because it's the path you want to go on. All right, and there's always going to be obstacles and barricades in front of you. It's just a matter of, okay, do I climb over this? Do I get over it? Once I do, I'm going to continue on my path. The worst thing you want to do is go so far off your path, okay, that you can't find your way back. But I can tell you from my own viewpoint, my own experience, Spirit will always guide you back. Every time you divert off that path, there is an opportunity for you to come back. You may not know it yet, but Spirit will guide you back. But let's get back to the card. With stones is all about materialism, security, stability. So when you think about it, this knight, if it's making you an offer, maybe it's making you an offer in stability. That could be a financial offer. That could be just an offer of, hey, I got your back, depending on how you want to look at that. All right, but just having that stability within your life, having that security within your life. All right, now the horse, represented in the Wildwood Tarot, pretty much shows you, it's free to show you the path that you are on. All right, it's allowing you to watch the horse move through on your path and kind of guiding you as a mentor, as a spirit guide. Let's look at it that way, that, the horse, as you can see, it is sure of its footing, whether it's going uphill or downhill. It is going to remain stable, okay, for you on your journey as long as it's fed and watered. It will lead you to where you want to go. All right. Now with the court cards, they look at, three different opportunities. One, it could be a person coming into your life. Two, it could be an aspect or process that you're working on. And third, it could be like an event or happening coming through. So if this is you or a person in your life, this is somebody who is going to get the job done, a person that will stand by you. If this is part of a process, this is going over the details and taking pride in your work. And if this is an event or a happening, it's being persistent. It's possibly looking for being employed in something. And when I say employed in something, it's not like looking for a new job. It could be looking for a new job, but the message that I'm getting from Spirit is it's being persistent in your employment. Okay, being persistent in what you're doing, making sure you're doing a good job, making sure that you're paying attention to those details. It may take you a little bit of time to do what you need to do, all right, but you're taking pride in your work. As I think about this, as what's been happening during the week, I'm looking at it, and I woke up this morning and it was raining here on Oahu. And today I'm at Kaneohe Beach Park. I'll pull the cart down so you can see the picture behind me. And I wanted to go to the beach and shoot some video for you guys, but it was the waves were too loud, the wind was too loud, so I figured I'd find a park bench. But go back to earlier. I woke up to this morning, and I'm having a great time doing these videos and talking about the tarot card of the day and talking about my experiences and and how it may be of benefit to you. But it was rainy and I didn't want to go outside. I was like, I really don't want to do this, but I kind of kicked myself in the butt and I said, you know what? The card of the day today is the Knight of Stones. What would that knight do? That knight wouldn't sit on the sidelines waiting for a good day to go out and make his offer. So, what I figured I had to do is, okay, let's wait till the weather breaks. Let's make a plan. Let's go down to the beach. If the weather's okay, fine. If the weather's not okay, we'll make other plans like we did yesterday. All right. But I wanted to make sure that I continue to work on my path. And my path is to free myself of the old toxicity, the old stresses, to get more into a spiritual tune, get more on my spiritual path. And hopefully these videos will lead me down that road. But I took some time today, I meditated, and I said, okay, I got a great support network that helps me get the job done, that stand by me and give me feedback on where I'm at with this process. And I call it the get off my ass plan. I talked a little bit about it yesterday, and I'm 4 days in, and they say 30 days makes a after 30 days it makes a habit. So I've got 30 days out here in Oahu, possibly some other islands, but I'm going to try to make this a habit every day where I talk about the card of the day, and that's the horse. All right, so I like going over the details. I'm detail oriented. I took a bunch of notes this morning because court cards can be pretty tricky, but I wanted to make sure I've got the right information for you. And I do take pride in my work. All right, and the biggest key that I got out of that is being persistent. I needed to be persistent. In order for me to do this every day, I need to be persistent in my thought patterns. I can't be sitting around lollygagging, waiting for the right opportunity, this, that, and the other thing, because guess what? Spirit's not going to wait on you. Spirit is going to direct you at the right time to go to the right place and be there for you. Okay? And whether you realize it or not, everything happens for a reason. And Spirit knows what that reason is. And the more you can get in tune with that and listen to what Spirit has for you, the better off the better off that you can relax, bring more of that Spirit in, let it envelop you, and listen to what that Spirit has to say, whether it's listening through your ears or your mind's eye, or listening to it on the wind, taking that time out to actually listen to what Spirit has to say. So one of the questions that this card brings up, the Knight of Stones, the horse, is where do you need to push through? I know for me, where I need to push through is being consistent and being persistent every day doing this practice. Because the more I do, the better off I will be. This is what my Spirit's path is supposed to be. It's supposed to be out here to teach others, to help others, to give them the guidance, okay, as I'm walking my spiritual path. And hopefully that helps you on yours as well. Okay, so the biggest question is, where do you need to push through, and what is holding you back? I know for me, I've had this plan in my head for months, maybe even years. When I first started reading the tarot, my first thought when I was reading tarot was, wow, I could read tarot and do readings from any beach in the world. I don't have to be in a cold climate during the wintertime. I could be doing this wherever in the world. I could do this in Europe, I could do this in Asia, I could do this in America or the Americas. The goal was to, okay, let's get an online business going, doing tarot readings, and if you get to sit back and enjoy it in a beautiful spot, great. If you have to do it from your kitchen table, that's great too. But the key is to build this business and get it going to where I wouldn't have to work at a job that gives me that security, it gives me that stability. All right. And maybe that's coming across wrong, because I do need the security, I do need the stability in the job that I have, but I want to work for myself. I don't want to work for somebody who tells me what that security and that stability is. And maybe that's a better way of saying it. I'd rather work for myself and create my own security, create my own stability. So for years, for 4 or 5 years, I've been holding myself back because I'm working at my job every day. I'm getting out there every day, and the stress is getting upon me. All right. And, now, when I go on vacation for a month, I'm affordable. It's affordable for me to do that because of my lifestyle, which isn't great by any means, don't get me wrong, but I'm able to take that time away from work. I've built up enough seniority where I've got that opportunity that I save all my vacation time till the end of the year, and I go to Oahu or the Big Island or Kauai, and I vacation there for the month of December. So I digress a little bit on the card of the day. I'm getting more comfortable doing this, but just to turn this back into the Knight of Stones, that's the card of the day. It's the horse. It's the Knight of Stones is all about that fighter negotiator that's talking about stability and security. The horse helps show you what path you are on, and it's going to be someone or something who helps you get the job done. And if it's a person, it's somebody who could stand by you. This could even be yourself. Maybe you're that horse for your coworker or for your partner or for somebody in your family or a friend or something like that. For the process, it's taking pride in your work, and you could take pride by watching your kids do something over the Christmas holidays. Having pride in on a project you just turned into your boss or that you're working on, knowing that all the details have been attended to, and it's as a happening, it's just being persistent, seeing things through, making sure they're coming to completion. So again, I ask, where do you need to push through, and what is holding you back? All right. I had some comments yesterday about smashing that like button, and somebody said, well, why don't you just tap it twice? So if you want to tap that button once, I understand that. If you're enjoying the video, subscribe, please, because I really do appreciate your viewership. I do appreciate your comments as I see them come through. So any questions or comments on this card, feel free to, leave a message on the YouTube channel. I will get back to you. And this is Dee from the Spirit's Path. Enjoy the rest of your day, folks. Thank you.